Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro?
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
Here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready? 6, 7, 19, 19,
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 36 yards. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And some room to work. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now Hall to start the drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And he's out right at the 25. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
2nd and 9 now. Throw right side complete to Carter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think. Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Hall off the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On the ball, now.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. This ball complete. It's ETN on the crossing route. On first down, Justin Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. But when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On first down, right back to Etienne. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Etienne, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Etienne up the middle, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert on the move to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. He's got the first down and more. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. McCann now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead is already on Herbert, his third interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Ravens are... Possession of the football.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready, set. Clear, Ryan.
Running left, it's Hall. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Breece Hall, 39 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert just beat the play clock. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion left is Watkins. On 1st and 10, Herbert. 20! And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Robbie Anderson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are back within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Herbert off of play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, on the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two, right here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. When we hit 3 in a row, because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
They'll get this down to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Herbert on 3rd down now. Flush to his right. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens 24-yard line.
Herbert. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the... Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Let's go now.
Hall again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 33 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From just shy of midfield, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he can't get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Herbert steps away to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert going to throw. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And they'll run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Herbert to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Getting